tutti. Today we'll be talking about the global warming conference in Glasgow. Is that going to cause spike in COVID-19 cases? 25,000 people in one place. Let's ask the public. Excuse me, what's your thoughts about the global warming conference in Glasgow?
I think it's a good idea, but I'm sorry I can't stop. I'm on my way to meet someone.
What are your thoughts about the global warming conference in Glasgow that's going to take place this Friday?
To be honest, I haven't looked all that too much into it.
Right.
But I think it's a good thing that it's happening here.
It's good. So what's your thoughts about the global warming itself?
Well, we certainly need to change a lot. I think we'll start at home. You know, start at home. Yeah, we have to do our own little bit.
Right.
Starting at home.
Parlez-vous français?
Oui, je suis français, oui.
Ok,
Je prends le bus dans 5 minutes là-bas, donc je me dépêche. I take the bus in 5 minutes.
Oh, the bus in 5 minutes, all right. Merci beaucoup and au revoir. Ciao, ciao. What do you think about the global warming conference in Glasgow that's coming on this Friday?
I'd only actually just heard about it today. It's
it's big people like Joe Biden, Boris Johnson are going to be there.
It's going to be a busy day in Glasgow.
Yeah.
As long as they get stuff done that needs to be done, I guess. Yeah.
And it's going to be like 20,000 people. Some people are afraid about the coronavirus, spiking there. What's your input about that?
I think they're right to be worried about that because that's a lot of people congregating in the one place. So I think it could spread. As long as everyone's double vaxxed, they might be okay. But it seems to pick and choose who it goes for, the coronavirus. So it could be an interesting one. We'll see if the numbers spike.
Yeah, because especially that I think in the area there was a spike recently of the COVID cases.
Fort William was quite a hotspot for a while, just because there was that much tourism coming through. There was a lot of people coming from down in Glasgow, down further to England and that, because they can't get abroad this year, so they're all coming up here.
Would you mind to be included in the video about the global warming conference in Glasgow this Friday? There is going to be like 25,000 people gathering and they worry about the spike in the COVID cases. What's your input about it?
Sorry, we are not from here.
You're not from here?
No, from Spain.
You're from Spain, so 25,000 people in one place. You think that's okay?
Es que I need to read about the stuff because I cannot.
All right, okay. Buenas noches.
Os deseo buena suerte.
Okay.
Yes.
Buenos dias. Have you been actually affected yourself with global warming?
I think everybody has.
I think everybody has really, haven't they?
Everybody
The whole
has.
country has really. So,
How that affected you personally?
well, I don't know really personally. It just affects us, doesn't it? Everything we do, we buy in that.
The weather.
Weather affects you, and it gets too hot in summer and too much water where we come from, a lot of rain and flooding.
Right, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so-
Right, where are you from, sir?
We're from West Yorkshire.
West Yorkshire, and you had
Yeah,
too much.
yeah.
We have a lot of flooding.
A lot of
lot
flooding
of
around that
flooding,
area.
yeah.
Yes.
Right, so it's
Every
actually
region.
getting wetter here, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot
Interesting.
better, yeah.
A lot of wetter than it used to be.
Oh, yes,
definitely.
definitely, yes.
Right, folks.
Aye.
So what do you think, all this big meeting in Glasgow, 20,000 people coming, is that going to cause spike in COVID-19
I
cases?
can see your point there. That's bad.
That's bad.
It is definitely.
I mean,
yes.
they need to get together somewhere, though, don't they? To discuss this, but there's not every time. There's not everybody coming, though, are they?
Hey, mate.
Are you busy?
Always busy, aye.
You look like you're on holidays. You shouldn't be busy. Do you think there will be any results of the conference and decisions made?
Probably not. There'll be a lot of suggestions, but they'll not agree to anything.
Okay, that's a shame. What do you think about the protests in Glasgow? That's going to cause havoc in the center. Greta Thunberg is going to be there. Do you think that's a good way to show the opposition?
No, I think there's better ways they can do it.
Better ways than protests on the streets and blocking the...
Yeah.
Like what?
Social media. It seems everything happens on social media nowadays. I think you get a lot more people than get a lot of bad press, don't they? If they stop ambulances and stuff getting through to emergencies, it's not good.
But it's going to be like 25,000 people in one place. Do you think that's going to cause spike in COVID-19 cases?
Probably. And there's a lot of people travelling as well that's going to sort of add to the climate change.
Because so you're totally against?
Sorry?
You are totally against
Totally against it, especially during this time, yeah. With the COVID pandemic still sort of raging in various parts of the world, I think it's daft that people are coming to Glasgow.
Would you like to be included in, just a question about the global warming conference in Glasgow? What's your thoughts about it? It's not, it's going to be like 25,000 people there. Is that going to cause a spike in COVID-19 cases? What do you think?
I don't really know, to be honest. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
A lot of people are complaining about the traffic and how it's causing a lot of
the protests.
Yeah, for people getting to work in daily life, they've like closed off a lot of streets and stuff for it.
Right. So that and Greta Thunberg is going to be there with a lot of protesters. Do you think it's going to cause havoc in Glasgow?
Probably, yes.
So what do you think about global warming?
It's bad, yeah.
It's bad. Is it happening in here?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we do a lot about it. We study adventure studies. Well, I'm doing adventure tourism.
Adventure tourism.
Yeah, and
right.
we talk about sustainable tourism, how trying to make tourism sustainable because it's causing a lot of problems with the environment, especially like Ben Nevis. The banana peels and human waste. There's this rock that basically everyone goes behind and does their business, and it's disgusting sometimes.
Greta Thunberg is going to be there, and she's going to, lead the protest that's going to cause havoc in Glasgow. What's your thoughts about that?
Oh, I think she's silly.
Silly?
That little girl. She's got some good ideas, but I don't know.
She's an intelligent young woman.
Yeah, she
young
is.
girl. But I'm a David Attenborough fan.
I mean, what's the future of the planet?
Well, if we don't do something soon, we're all going to die, probably.
It's going to be like 25,000 people in one place. Do you think that will spike the COVID-19 cases?
Certainly will.
Certainly will. All the best. But in Glasgow, Joe Biden is coming, Boris Johnson, you know that, and it's going to be 25,000 people gathering together. Do you think that will cause the spike in COVID cases?
Well, as I say, I can't say about that.
From the streets of Fort William, Vlogger's Zupa.